Hope you guys aren't here for style tips because I clearly don't have any. Guys, look, I'm getting fancy. Got the candle. So you're telling me you socialize and you're leaving the house to go out to do stuff? Whoa. I don't leave the house that often. But you're going out, that's great. You don't know how to do makeup that well? Well, this video is for you. I try to break it down real simple, do a simple look for those girls who want to look pretty, but just makeup's confusing. I'm not gonna talk about no RCF face brushes. We're gonna keep it simple. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we're just gonna make this simple Valentine's Day look so you feel confident in yourself. Remember, you don't need makeup to feel pretty, and at the end of the day, you put this on and you take it off and he loves you for you still. Or she, you know, that's a thing now too, and I'm okay with that. Make sure your face is clean and make sure you wait. If you put on face lotion, make sure you wait at least 30 minutes so it absorbs into the skin or your foundation will slide. So you found a foundation that matches your neck. Step 1. Unfortunately, cannot find a foundation, a drugstore foundation, that matches me because they don't cater to ghosts. Too Faced barely does, but it matches well enough that I'm going to use that today. I'm going to show you how to put it on. We're going to use a beauty blender, but not this $20 one. We're in it for the cheap stuff. Real Techniques and L'Oreal Infallible Sponge. Real Techniques goes for about $6 for a single, or you can buy a double pack for like $8 or $9. Or the L'Oreal Infallible is $8. I'm using this one today because it's pink. I'm just going to pump my foundation onto a clean surface. So I'm going to take my damp beauty blender. You run it underneath the water for 30 seconds. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until it's nice, full, and engorged. Squeeze it all out into your hand and then put it in a towel and then squeeze it again so it's nice and damp and squishy. We're going to dip into our foundation and just start pressing it into the skin. Beauty blenders give you a more natural looking finish. Fun trick, even if your foundation is off a little bit but you already bought it and you don't want to return it, but at Ulta you can always return it, just keep the receipt, I'm telling you. Even if you used it, you can use it up to halfway. If you still have the receipt, you can return it. If it doesn't match you completely, just rub it down your neck. You fool everybody. So with that all being done, let's say you want to like brighten up your eyes kind of look and you want to use concealer. If you want to conceal, buy one that matches your skin tone. If you want to highlight, buy the next shade up. If you want to contour, if you really want to get into contouring and you already know how, 2 shades down, but make sure it matches your undertone, because if you go too warm, you're gonna look orange, and if you go too cool, you're gonna look dead. I'm going in with the NARS Creamy Concealer because there is a dupe of it, the Maybelline Fit Me. If you want to go check it out. For concealer to brighten up the eyes, you want to swoop it across but then bring it down. That really opens up the appearance and gives you a brighter face. If you really want to get technical and highlight your face with concealer too, like all the beauty gurus do, you can take your concealer, put it on all the high points of your face. If you turn to the side and you see your forehead, the tip of your nose, your cupid's bow, and your chin, those are high points of your face that you want to get. Great, next step, set your face. But if you want to set your face with just a clear translucent powder, you can definitely go in with an RCMA translucent powder. It runs for about $12, or you can do Maybelline Fit Me. It runs for about $5 to $7 depending on where you get it. Or you can do Airspun. It has a floral scent, but it runs $5 to $7 also. They have translucent and color powder. I'm going to go in with my translucent powder with my damp beauty blender, just setting it. It's not really baking or anything. We don't have time to bake. We're just trying to put on makeup here to look decent for one night. Like, don't want to get too serious. But if you do, on a serious note, want to get too serious, you can take a dry beauty blender, dip it in some powder to get that really good coverage going, and then just swoop it under and pack it on. See the difference? I'm gonna go back in with my normal one because I'm not doing anything too fancy. So with setting powder, you want to let it set. That means you let it sit on your face while you do something else to your face. Since we're going to do all drugstore easy peasy, you know I want to learn how to just do this, don't want anything too complicated, I'm going to start warming up my mascara. Yes, you heard me, warming up mascara. Have you ever put on mascara and wonder why it's so clumpy? You're like, what did I do wrong? Warm it up. You can stick it in between your thighs. I stick it in between the love nest right here. But you can really stick it in water, put it underneath your thigh while you're doing makeup. Anywhere that's warm, that warms it up, and you pull it out and it's clump free. While this is setting on my face, I'm gonna do my brows, and we're just gonna get basic. For doing brows, you can either watch my brow tutorial in my last video, or you can just watch me do it now. We're gonna do it basic. I don't have any drugstore brow pencil, but you can find one. Best way to do it is either match your eyebrow hair or match your hair. I personally have darker hair than my eyebrow hair, so I go in a little bit darker. NYX has one that's a good dupe of the Anastasia one, and you just want to brush up your brows. And we're just doing simple filling them in. We're not going ham, we're not doing some arches, because, you know, we just want the rest of our face to look nice. But if you're comfortable with your brows and you don't feel like you need it, please skip this step. You still want to flick up. If you have bald spots like I do, you still want to flip it up so it doesn't look too harsh. But the spoolie can always take it away if you think it looks too harsh. See, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Gonna do my other side real quick and then we'll go on to the next step. Next step is the scary part. We're gonna do some eye makeup. Please don't be too scared. We're gonna keep it simple. We'll only do 3 shades to try to keep it neutral because you're just starting out to do makeup. You don't want it to be too complicated. You just want to look nice. Nothing wrong with wanting to look nice, and we're gonna do the basics for you. We don't need any of those E235 F180 brushes that when you watch YouTube gurus and you don't know makeup and you're like, what the is she talking about? We're gonna do basic. You need the basic 3 brushes, and we are using 3 simple brushes today. We're using 2 e.l.f. and 1 Wet n Wild because I lost my other e.l.f. brush. These babies have been with me for like 6 years. They're going strong. That's why I like them so much. Wet n Wild is stepping up their game. They're getting in there. But you need a blending brush. It's basically a fluffy brush. You just want to dispense eyeshadow and blend it evenly. You want a flat, dense brush. This is for packing on eyeshadow. And you want a pencil brush to get into those small places and if you're really risky, under the eye. Let's get started. If you really want to make your eyeshadow stay, I would highly suggest an eyeshadow primer. It doesn't matter which one. e.l.f. makes a pretty good one. It's like $2. You get very little, but hey, it gets the job done for starting out. I'm going to use the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance real quick and let that dry and set it with powder, and then we'll get started. So your eyes are all set and ready. Here is the simple look with the basic steps on how to use makeup brushes to get it. For the first look, you want to find a shade. Obviously use whatever shades you want, but I'm doing a neutral look for you ladies today. You want to find a shade that is neutral to your skin tone. A light tan, a beige, a cream maybe, and you just want to swirl it in there and then tap off the excess. You just go in and you go back and forth like a windshield. And then once the color's dispensed, you start making circular motions, bringing it out towards your eyebrow. And that's what blends it to not give you those harsh lines. Do it again for the other side. Remember, if you don't like it, keep blending. Since it's Valentine's Day and you're probably already wearing something very pretty, I'm going to keep, like I said, keep the eyes neutral. We're just going to go in with this plain cream shade with your flat packer brush, and you just pack it on there, tap off the excess, and just tap it on your eyes. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect because we're gonna go back in with a different brush and blend it out. Go back in with your blending brush and just sweep it over in your crease again just to blend the two colors. And then with your pencil brush, we're gonna take a shimmery shade. We're just gonna tap it into the corners to brighten up your eye. Then you're gonna take that same shade and bring it up into your eyebrow. Next step, eyeliner. Everyone does eyeliner differently, so I'm gonna do mine and I'll be right back. So I just kept it natural and I just did my waterline on my top lid. It's really awkward to watch, hence why we didn't film it. But next we're gonna go in with your eyelashes. I highly suggest if you have never used an eyelash curler before, please get one. The dramatic difference is, well, and please, for anything holy, please clean your eyelash curler after every use. And please do not curl your eyelashes after you put mascara on. You want to know how people lose their eyelashes? All those videos, and you're like, I don't want to chop my eyelashes off. Don't put mascara on first, then we'll be okay. So you just go in and you just clamp down. You can obviously go in lightly, and if you feel a pinch, then you're too close, just take it a step back and just squeeze it a couple times. And look, the difference is, well, dramatic. You're gonna take out your already warmed mascara and you just lightly go in. And then once you get used to it so you don't like blink all over the place, you can get closer to your lash line and wiggle it up, giving it that thicker appearance. Next step is blush. I'm going to use NARS Orgasm. Milani has the exact same dupe in Luminoso for like $8. Everyone puts on blush differently. They either pat it on their cheeks or they swishel it, and then I just swipe it everywhere because I look dead. Gotta give some color to my face, especially when I work out. They're like, are you okay? Should I call an ambulance? And I'm like, no, I just ran a mile. I'll be okay. If you really want to get into highlighting, and you just want to add a little pop to your cheeks, take the same damp beauty blender, put it in your shimmer shade that you use in the corner of your eyes, and just tap it on your cheekbone. It looks harsh at first, but then if you take it and you just kind of basically blend it in with your beauty blender, it looks natural and it just gives you that nice healthy sheen. It can't be a Valentine's Day video without pink, so I'm gonna put in the most obnoxious pink lipstick I have, and it's this beautiful glittery shade called Bang Bang by Urban Decay. And we're done. Insert slow-mo now. Look, I hope you guys feel absolutely beautiful, and please just practice. That's all you need. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Please hit that like button, the thumbs up one, because it really helps me out. Like, subscribe, share, help a girl out. Remember, I live to serve you. See ya!